Okay, so this is my little crafty corner, and what I'm going to show you tonight is this new Pic Scan I have for my Silhouette machine, which is just right here. It's always close by. So I'm going to show you how to use that. I'm going to be switching back and forth from this video to my iVideo. So I'm going to show you how to set this up. It's going to be my first attempt, and let's see if it's easy to use. Good evening, my name is Trina Ralph. I'm a customer of the Papery in St. John's, and I've just recently purchased a Pix Scan mat to go with my Silhouette Cameo. And this is a new technology that allows you to take images of drawings, stamps, and I guess basically what it becomes is an automatic fussy cutter for you. I know I'm not the biggest fan of fussy cutting. The idea of having a whole sheet of stamps that can cut out in one go is thrilling for me. So actually that's what I'm going to try tonight. I'm going to do a stamp. We're going to put it on some paper and see if we can get this machine working and get it cut out. So I'm just going to quickly talk about the software itself. We're looking at Silhouette Studio. So what the first thing you have to do is make sure you have the most up-to-date version, or the Pic Scan mat will not work. So you're looking at version 3.3.277SS. Don't let this confuse you, because if you just come right up here, and if you look at, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not saving anything. If you look at this icon right here, it's actually the Pic Scan mat. If you have this icon next to your open folder icon, then you are up to date. If not, visit silhouetteamerica.com and just upgrade. It's free and it doesn't take very long. So this brings up your options here. What we're going to do, I'm going to switch now from my computer and videotape some of this on camera and hopefully be able to merge the two. We will be importing from file because what I'm going to do is upload my pictures that I take of the mat to the computer. So it will be upload from file. So I'm just going to stop this recording now. I'm going to do some stamping, and we'll get back and I'll bring you over to that video. Okay, so what I've done, I've gone ahead and stamped just some trees onto a vanilla piece of cardstock. And this is my Pic Scan, which, like the normal Silhouette cutting mat, comes with a protective layer. It is good and sticky. So basically what we're going to do, we are going to lay our print on here, and you have to be sure you keep all the paper within the borders. So that looks pretty good. Now I'm simply going to take my camera and I'm going to take a picture of the mat. So you got to try to get an angle, and I'm going to move out here, where there's no shadows. So this looks pretty good. You can be at an angle a little bit because we're going to crop it down and do some other things after. But you can be at an angle as long as you have the entire mat in your frame. Take the picture, and now we're going to pause again as I upload this picture to my computer software. What we're going to do now, we're going to import our picture into this file. Excuse me. So we're going to import from file over here. You notice what I just did here was just click my Pic Scan mat. We're going to import from file. I have it saved to my desktop so it's easier to find, and I'll just delete it later. So open that. What you're going to notice now, it's going to take quite some time, probably a minute or so, to upload. And this will be the same for all computers because it's actually formatting this a little bit now and doing some calibration and some little things it needs to do with itself in order to print and cut. Here we go, it's perfect. So what we're going to do now, we are going to we're going to click the trace function right here. So we're going to select trace area. And we want all our trees. And so what we need to do now is turn off high pass filter. And we're going to increase our threshold until they're all nice and low. all nice, and so I'm just going to bring this up to 75 by hand. I'm going to put 75, see what that does. 75 is a bit too much. I'm just going to bring it down. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm just going to zoom in and make sure we get the edges that we want. Yeah, it looks good. So we should get a good outer edge trace on that. We lost the tips of the trees. Why was that? Okay, so what we're going to do now, I just did hit undo a couple of times. We are going to trace the outer edge. So if you look, we get all the nice cut files there. And that looks good. So now we're just going to go to the normal practice of setting this up into Silhouette. It loads in just like your cutting mat. So I'm not going to show myself load it. Make sure load cutting mat is selected. And just hit enter. Okay, so now we're ready to send it to the Silhouette. So I'm just going to hit start. Well, actually, I'm going to check my cut settings just to make sure. So we're going to cut the edges. It is on plain cardstock. And I'm going to go down and just check to make sure my settings are proper. Into advanced. And just have a look and make sure everything is the way I want. And it is. And I have it set to 4, and I'm just using the default speeds for everything. And you are cutting directly on the Pic Scan mat. Number 1, once you lay this on the mat and take your pictures, you do not move it anymore until you have done your cutting. It's kind of like the print and cut technology. Once you have it there and it's there, you have basically told by the map that's on that Pic Scan paper where you told the machine where you have placed your paper. So once it's on there, do not move it until after you have sent it to the Silhouette, which we're going to do right now. So right now what it's doing, just like we're doing a print and cut file, it's registering all the marks. And I'm actually going to turn on my video camera while this is going. So as you can see right now, everything has come out of the Silhouette. So now we're going to unload. And we're going to see how these cut files came out. So I'm just going to use my spatula tool, which I'm just going to use one of my paint ones for tonight, because that's what's handy. I meant my paint disc and my mat disc. So here's a mass fussy cut of trees. So I guess it's my opinion that I really, and they're easy to peel. I wish I had my little skinny scraper, but I don't right here. These are perfect. I'm just going to bring one over closer to the front of the camera now so you can see. It cut right in to the line of the stamp. Very little, oh, here we go. So it came into the line of the stamp and it's not focusing. They cut really well. I'm going to zoom this way so you can see. So as you can see, they cut extremely well. I'm really happy with this. This was my first use. I thought if we're going to talk about ease of use, I wasn't going to do a practice round. I was just going to put this up and share it on YouTube. I don't have a YouTube channel, but I'm going to create one now. Thank you so much. And this was Trina doing a test run of the Pic Scan.